Hello and welcome back to the another episode of Daily Quiz for IAS Prelims 2025. It is 14th August today and we are going to discuss 10 important questions in this session. You know, every day we upload this video on this YouTube channel. In fact, we upload two videos on this YouTube channel. In the first one, we discuss the daily news analysis. Every day, we discuss the important articles which are relevant for your exam. We try to break them into the simplest language possible and deliver the information which is required for you. And in this session, which is in the evening, we discuss the daily quiz. We discuss the questions which are related to the current affairs, so that it will give the idea how the questions could be framed from the current affairs, how you can apply that knowledge from your current affairs into the practical manner, how the knowledge can be asked, how the questions could be asked from the current affairs, and also it will help you revise your current affairs in a very good way. And also in this session we discuss few previous year questions too, so that it will give you the absolute idea how the questions do come in the exam. And also we will find out the methods by which we can solve those questions and also get the information from them which is required for you to crack your any exam, especially to crack your prelims. So without wasting any time, let's start our discussion. Before we start our discussion, I would like to request you a few things. First, please do subscribe the channel and share it with your friends so that they may also get benefited from this initiative. Second, if I was at your place, I would open my notebook and start writing these questions. I would start developing this question bank for myself for my upcoming exam. When my exams would be near, I would start revising these questions. It will help me in two ways. First, it will help me in revising my current affairs, and also it will be like a mock test to me. It will boost my confidence when I will solve these questions. Now, without any delay, let's look at the first question. We discussed in our daily session, in our daily news session, we discussed the governance of Delhi. So with respect to that, we discussed the NCT of Delhi Amendment Act 2023. So on this I had framed a question here. Let's look what the question says. Question number one: consider the following statements regarding the government of National Capital Territory of Delhi Amendment Act 2023. Now let us see what are the statements. Statement 1, it says the act empowers the Lieutenant Governor of Delhi to have greater control over the administration and functioning of Delhi government. 100% correct, particularly in areas related to law and order and public service. These two statements are very important for you. It was in particular to the law and order and the public service. So for the question number one, the statement one is absolutely correct, nothing wrong with it. Coming to the statement 2, it says it introduces a provision that mandates the Delhi government to seek prior approval from the Lieutenant Governor for legislative proposals related to subjects under the concurrent list of the Constitution. It is totally absurd statement. Nothing about this was mentioned in this amendment. Coming forward to the third statement, so statement 2 is incorrect. Coming to the statement 3, it says the act reduces the Delhi Assembly's power in the matters of appointment and transfer of key officials, including the Chief Secretary and the Director General of Police. 100% correct. So for the question number 1, the statement 1 and statement 3 are correct. And from the options given below, the correct option would be option C. Now, moving forward to the another question, we saw how India's foreign policy got impacted. Recently, we saw its foreign policy with respect to the neighboring countries. So, we are discussing about Myanmar, the unrest there, how the army took control of the country. So, with respect to Myanmar, we can form many questions with respect to it. So, at least we should at least know what are the states which share border with the Myanmar. So with respect to this, we have question number 2. Which of the following Indian states share an international border with Myanmar? 1. Arunachal Pradesh, 2. Nagaland, 3. Manipur, 4. Mizoram. What do you think? Which of the following countries share border with Myanmar? The correct option would be option D. All of these states share border with the Myanmar. So correct option would be Arunachal Pradesh, Nagaland, Manipur, and Mizoram, which is option D, which is 1, 2, 3, and 4. So all these states share border with the Myanmar. Now moving forward to the question number 3, also with respect to the national territory of Delhi, we discussed it in during our session about the 69th Constitutional Amendment Act. This makes it important for us. It was mentioned in the article itself, in the news article itself. So it makes it important for us to know about the 69th Constitutional Amendment Act. So let's see what the question asks here. Statement 1. The Act provides for the creation of the Union Territory of Delhi and established it as the National Capital Territory of Delhi with a Legislative Assembly. 100% correct. Statement 2. The Act granted special status to the NCT of Delhi, allowing it to have its own Chief Minister and Council of Ministers. 100% correct. Statement 3. The Act included provisions for the administration of Delhi police and the distribution of powers between the Delhi government and the Lieutenant Governor. 100% correct. So for the question number 3, all the 3 statements are correct. So our correct option would be option D. Now moving forward to the question number 4, we discussed about the civil registration system. We saw some of the glitches in it. For example, generation of OTP, it was taking lots of time. There has been data loss in this. There were many glitches, poor design of this portal. So with respect to this, I had framed a question here. So question number 4, which of the following statements regarding the civil registration system in India are correct? Statement 1, the CRS is a decentralized system with the responsibility for registration of births and deaths, primarily lying with the states and union territories. 100% correct. Statement 2, the registration of births and deaths is mandated by the Registration of Births and Deaths Act 1969, which requires every birth and death to be registered within 21 days. 100% correct. Statement 3, the CRS provides data that is used for various administrative and policy making purposes, including census, health planning, and legal documentation. 100% correct. So for the question number 4, also all the statements are correct. So the correct option from the given code below would be option D. Now moving forward to the last question with respect to the daily current news analysis. Here the question number 5, it says which of the following statements about the Defense Research and Development Organization are correct. So statement 1, DRDO is an agency under the Ministry of Defense responsible for the research and development of the defense technologies and systems. 100% correct. Option 2, DRDO was established in early 1960s and is primarily focused on developing civilian technologies that have military application. This is incorrect because it was established in 1958 and its primary focus is on developing defense technologies rather than civilian technologies with military applications. So statement 2 is incorrect. Statement 3, DRDO's major achievements include the development of indigenous missile systems such as the Agni and the Prithvi series. 100% correct. So for the question number 5, the correct options would be option 1 and 3, which makes the option B the correct option. So with this, we complete our discussion with respect to the current news analysis. Now let's discuss few previous year questions. Right now we are discussing questions from the modern history. Let's look at question number 6. It talks about the Governor General who followed a spirited forward policy towards Afghanistan who was that Governor General? Was he Lord Minto? Was he Diffrin? Was it he Elgin or Lord Lytton? He was definitely Lord Lytton. So for the question number 6, the correct option would be option D. And time period of Lytton 1876 to 1880. For the question number 7, let's look at the question number 7. At a time when empires in Europe was crumbling before the might of Napoleon, which among the following Governor General kept the British flag flying high in India? Was he Warren Hastings? Was he Lord Cornwallis? Was he Lord Wellesley? Or was he Lord Hastings? So for the question number 7, he was Lord Hastings, Warren Hastings, who kept the British flag flying high in India during the time of Napoleon. he dealt with him in a very good manner and protected his empire in India. So for the question number 7, the correct option would be option A. Now coming to the question number 8, it talks about which of the following statements is not correct. We have to find out the statement which is not correct. Statement 1, Neil Darpan was a play based on the exploitation of Indian farmers. 100% correct. It is also called Mirror of Indigo. It was written by Dina Bandhu Mitra. So for the statement, so statement 1 in the question number 8 is correct. Statement B, the author of the play Gashiram Kotwal is Vijay Tendulkar. 100% correct. It is a Marathi play. This is also correct. Statement 3, the play Navan by Nabin Chandra Das was based on the famine of Bengal. No, it is incorrect. It was based on the Indigo Revolt. So statement 3 is the incorrect statement. And statement 4, Urdu theatre used to depend heavily on Farsi theatre. 100% correct. So for the question number 8, as we have to find out the incorrect statement in it, so statement C is the incorrect statement. Moving to the question number 9, it is about the match the following here in the first session. In the first column we have the books, and in the second column we have the authors. If you had followed me, you would definitely know whenever such questions do come, I mark them correctly to avoid any confusion. So let's look at the options here. The first War of Independence, it was written by Vinayak Damodar Savarkar. 100% correct. Second, Anand Math, it was written by Bankim Chandra Chatterjee. Third, Life Divine, Sri Aurobindo, he wrote it. Fourth, Sadhana, written by Rabindranath Tagore. So all these options are correctly matched in. Coming to the question number 10, here we have to find the chronological sequence of these events, and if such questions do come, I make them correctly to avoid any confusion. So first is Santhal Rebellion 1855, then Mutiny of the Sepoys or Revolt of 1857, 100% correct. Then Indigo Revolt 1860, and finally Deccan Revolt 1875. So all these statements are in the chronological order. So with this we complete today's discussion. I hope you would like the video. I hope you would definitely share it with your friends, and please do subscribe the channel, and also write in the comments if you do need any new things which I should bring in these videos. Thank you for staying with me.